Hi Baba Investor.
Can. So welcome back to another video. So I think today I have a very interesting guest. So John, I actually met him I think around 2 years back. He extended an invite for me to go onto his podcast. So I think I just wanted to maybe kickstart the discussion. I'll try to structure it in two parts. The first part, he'll share about his business and what he's doing, and to maybe provide some insights in terms of some of the businesses that we actually do invest in, and on the second part, his own investment learning and journey. So I think maybe John will do a quick self-introduction and what you do on a day-to-day.
Sure. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I graduated from NUS as well. I did accounting, but also dropped the business admin as well. But I have a background in like photography, videography, e-commerce, digital marketing, paid advertising, and full umbrella of digital marketing basically. I have a lot of experience in running direct-to-consumer advertising campaigns. So like I ran a lot of stuff in the tier 1 Western countries, so US, Canada, UK, basically tier 1 English-speaking countries and stuff. So the advertising markets in those countries are basically the biggest. So I feel I have a good sense and pulse of the markets as well. A lot of my friends are media buyers or advertising people as well. So cumulatively, there's a lot of ad spend and like insights from there as well. I used to run a lot of advertising campaigns for like direct-to-consumer brands. So brands who are running on Shopify or they have Amazon, for example, they are basically supply chain coming from China as well. Then they sell in the US and predominantly revenues in the US as well. So that's kind of my background.
I think the main thing most of you probably will already think about is a lot of the companies or portfolio of companies that we currently hold. Even in the Mac 7, you have Meta, you have Amazon, and other US companies like Shopify, Etsy, stuff like that. And even I think when you say you source from China, I think Alibaba, Tencent, they're all in the advertising and the e-commerce space, right? Before that, currently your portfolio, right?
Yep.
If you don't mind sharing maybe the top 3 to 5 positions on what you have now.
Sure. Believe it or not, my top positions are not 100% big tech.
Okay.
I have a big position in HIMS. You know what HIMS is?
Hims and Hers.
HIMS and Hers.
Yes.
So the reason why I know that is because I have a friend in Singapore who runs a massive supplement company. The supplement company, I won't say what the product is,
right.
But they predominantly revenues are in the US. So I've seen how like bootstrap companies can grow supplement revenue, and because healthcare in the US is not very good, so like alternative medicinal types of products companies can scale very hard and very fast. And also obesity is a massive problem, weight loss, that sort of thing. So technically US is an aging population as well. So I feel like the headwinds or like there's not many, like there's massive growth in that sector, not only in the US, right? So it's like if they bring that brand, it's already very popular in the US, for example, and then they come and sell it in Asia, I think they'll do very well as well. Because I was researching some companies in China. There's one company where it's like they are the biggest infant milk, right?
Okay.
They're the biggest manufacturer of the powder sort of thing.
Right.
So what they did is that they made so much money selling that stuff. Okay, I know got the melamine.
Right. But that was like
that was way
ago.
back.
Yeah.
But the Chinese supply chain is so strong now that they are like the biggest infant milk producing factory, whatever. Then they bought like Australian supplement brands. So they have so much cash flow that they can buy like the massive brands from Australia as well. So I was thinking, and it's like, okay, Asian population, China, Taiwan, Korea, Japan, like this Asian market is going to be big as well. And so like I kind of understand the supplement game because it's direct to consumer as well. So that's one of my biggest.
Wait, Hims and Hers is a US-based company.
Hims and Hers is a US-based company,
okay.
Also backed by Peter Thiel, Founders Fund.
Okay.
And then the founder is 30 years old. I watched a ton of podcast interviews, like 1 hour long with him. So I kind of understand his mission, his philosophy, his background, what motivates him. Okay. And I'm very bullish on the founder. And the business is very well operated. When you see an e-com store, generally you can kind of feel how disorganized or how organized the founder is, right? So I love the execution. The guy is very logical. The guy is very wants to serve the customers, very passionate about serving the customers, and I care about that, right? It's like I know you're going to be in it for a long term, so I don't mind holding. And so that's one of like the smallest companies I invest in, even though it's like I think it's maybe just $2 billion market cap.
Okay.
But I know I made money there, so like I feel my conviction has been validated in a sense. Yeah. That's one of them. So invested.
So that's your top position.
I think it's second biggest.
Second biggest. Okay.
Yeah.
Then top two.
I think Palantir is top. I think so.
Okay.
That one. You want me to explain?
No, I think you can just share your top 3, 5.
Oh, okay.
3 to 5. Palantir, Hims and Hers.
Palantir, Google, Amazon.
Google, Amazon. Okay. So
Amazon, you know why,
yes,
you made a video about
nicely,
it. Yeah.
nicely cut into it. So let's talk about Google and Amazon.
Sure.
So maybe you just wanted to share, I wanted to pick your brains on this whole, maybe your experience and your preferences on, if you were to rank all of them, right? So we have the few big guys, right? So Meta, Google, Amazon. Just specifically for this big three, can you just maybe broad stroke just share your experience on them? And
Sure.
what do you think is their moat against each other?
Sure.
And whether will they be disrupted sooner or later
Sure.
by each other?
We start with Facebook.
Can Facebook.
Yeah. So Facebook, believe it or not, I don't hold any position.
Okay.
Believe it or not, also, I've also spent the most money on the platform.
Okay. Interesting.
So it's a love-hate relationship with Facebook.
Okay.
So sorry, you can see I'm like
relax,
the
relax, yeah.
Pre 2021, right? Actually, Facebook as an advertising platform, like I love it. I spend the most money there. At the same time, also their customer support pre 2021 was very bad. Like they didn't give a shit about the advertiser. They didn't even give a shit about the customer. Yeah, and the customer is us, right? We are spending money on the platform. I get it. You need the user, you need the retention to sell us the ad inventory. But the fact that you treat the customer so badly was very bad. So there's one incident that really etched in my brain. It's like I had a friend who was like, the guy spent $10 million on your platform, $10 million LTV customer over a 4-year span. One day out of the blue, for no apparent reason or whatsoever, no follow-up from you are assigned the account manager basically. The account manager, no explanation whatsoever, the ad account get disabled.
Okay.
So it was like a very bad experience. And because the reason why they ban ad accounts, right, because there are a lot of drop shippers who like they sell the product and then the product quality is shit, or like they never fulfill stuff like that. Yeah, so I understand why they do it, why they clamp down and control and stuff like that. But if people have reputation with you, have spent millions of dollars on a platform and successfully without any complaint, you can do this to this kind of customer. There's risk. I felt the risk. Yeah, so that's why I didn't invest in Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of how strong their moat is, right? Your question is Facebook moat. I think very strong in the Western world.
Okay.
Yeah. Very strong in the Western world.
Specifically Facebook, right? You are talking Instagram or is it all everything?
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I can tell you specifically, for example, nowadays I also play in the APAC markets, so I have a much better understanding of the APAC markets also. So like the Southeast Asian third world country ASEAN, Facebook is very strong. Yeah. But we talk about the higher GDP whatever, right? The Taiwan, Facebook still very sticky. Yeah. I go there, I go to the MRT, people actively using Facebook.
Okay.
It's like my validation. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And also I run ads there, even though the CPM is CPM very cheap, right? It means it's still very affordable to advertise on the platform. So it's still very attractive. Yep. Korea, all the K-pop idols are there.
Okay.
So where attention goes, money flows, right?
Correct.
So that generation is gonna grow up with the K-pop idol, and Hallyu is not gonna stop anytime soon. So like your 40-year-old people may not use Facebook as much often, but the 20-year-olds growing up, it's super sticky.
Right.
Yep. Japan, a bit of a conundrum. So Line is like the biggest messaging tool, but because YouTube is stickier.
YouTube. But I remember Japan also used a lot of Twitter, right? Or X.
Yes, they use a lot of Twitter.
Yeah.
The issue is that people don't post on Twitter. They just consume.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a, I won't say red flag, but like the older generation is stickier to Twitter. It's just that Twitter's advertising is not very good. Like their targeting, I actually thought it would be quite good because everything is index based on search intent or like words. So I think if you can, like the LLMs can process words very fast, like you should be able to figure out your advertising, bro. Like, come on, man. but it's not very good.
Okay, then so now in retrospect, if you look back, right? So you think about the risk on the account manager and banning and the customer relationship, right? So that's pre-2021. So how is it now? Is it better or has it gone worse?
Okay, so that's why there's this random switch. When they switch to profitability or want to stop burning on the Oculus bullshit, right? Sorry.
Actually, they still are, by the way. They're still burning.
So I have a friend who's working in Facebook, right? And me myself also have an account manager. It's like, when they start firing people, and your account managers have to legitimately provide value now.
Right.
Oh, okay. Then
everybody woke up the idea.
Then now you can provide decent.
That's interesting, right? Right now, your opinions on Facebook is still, I'm spending a lot of money on there, but I'm still not investing on Facebook.
As in, I would love to invest.
Okay.
But at this valuation.
Okay, understand. Sorry. Can understand. So now let's move on to the next one. So Amazon.
I love Bezos.
Okay.
To me, Bezos is the most successful entrepreneur of all time.
Okay.
The guy managed to get 200 million people hooked on a subscription.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Like that's like goated. It's like goated. Yeah. And Amazon work ethic, like if you see a Glassdoor reviews, everybody hates Amazon. Why do they still perform? It's because they work people to the bone, and they have the smartest people there. So
Okay.
what I'm saying, it's kind of like Chinese company, right? Where it's like they have the best people,
Yes.
and they have the hardest working people.
Yes.
And the hardest working people also, even though they don't stay very long, the output that they actually when they are there is like massive, right? So it's
Right.
like on a productivity scale, it's probably like just on par. Like yeah, I mean yeah. So that's number one. Number two is that I'm in e-commerce, so like I understand what he's doing with the fulfillment centers. He's actually buying up the entire supply chain. He's going to overpass FedEx and UPS on there. And the fulfillment center, he's not only buying the buildings, right? He's not buying the people, whatever.
Yeah.
He's buying the airplanes.
Right.
And that's what people don't understand. He's
Okay.
freaking buying the freaking airplanes.
Right.
And he's buying the trucks. He's buying everything.
yeah.
He's having Rivian have the electric thing, right?
To create his whole fleet.
To his
Yes,
whole fleet.
Yes.
So like this kind of people, like you cannot stand in their way. Like Bezos, even though he's not in the company, Jesse is just as I call them killers.
Okay.
In the income space also, killers are like people who spend money and don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah. Like his philosophy of long-term focus, customer obsession is genuine. And the customer is actually genuinely very happy. Like I was staying with my friend in the US, for example, for a while. The refund, yeah, just press a button, and then the guy you just leave on the doorstep, finish here.
Okay. Okay.
It's zero, like zero, like the trust is 100% there.
Right.
Yeah. So like in terms of long-term focus, obsession of the customer, like if my favorite entrepreneur, that's us.
Okay.
Yep. There's the consumer side where people buy. There's also like a third-party seller, so people can import from China, can import from US or whatever, and then they can sell on this platform. So the play there is that it's actually an advertising business.
Okay.
It's not an e-commerce. I mean, they provide volume, they provide scale, and the scale is massive, right? Because 200 million Prime members or whatever. The thing is, the trust that they're built with the review system is so strong that the people spending on Amazon FBA, for example, if I ship to the warehouse, they don't charge me money. If I ship and then I don't sell through enough units, if I store there, they charge me money.
Right.
And when I open an account, they charge me money. Every month, I have a subscription just to sell. So that's MRR already, right?
Right.
You can clearly see like how many things they are taking from.
MRR is monthly recurring revenue. Yeah.
Sorry, like that. Yeah. So you can see like at every point at the transaction that they're extracting money. Every month, not every month, there's like a Prime exclusive discount and stuff. So Amazon's thing is that I want to always give more value to the customer, and how can I charge the cheapest prices and provide the most value? So they always incentivize the sellers to actually give more discount,
Right.
so there's more volume. Every time someone clips a coupon, they charge you money.
Okay.
So imagine every time I'm the merchant, right?
Right.
I ship to your warehouse.
Yeah.
I want to run a Prime Day discount.
Discount. Right.
Every single time someone
Someone
clips, not when they buy,
Okay.
they charge you money.
Interesting.
Amazon ads.
But it's still extremely profitable for the people lah, at the end of the day. For the merchants and
In some markets, it's too competitive.
okay.
Depends on how much you can burn. Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think, because if you want to, at the end of the day of this whole transaction, e-commerce transaction, you want a win-win-win solution.
Yes.
For the company, for the merchants, for
Yep.
the consumers.
Yep.
So right now it seems like they're paying a lot of attention on the consumer front, right? Like based on how they're doing it.
No, they're actually ramping up a lot of the selling to the merchant side. That's why you see
Okay.
they're growing, the CAGR is faster.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
They also open up something called Amazon Business. I don't know whether you know what this is.
No, I'm not.
So instead of selling to the consumer, you are private limited. You are LLC.
Okay.
LLC opens up Amazon.com account,
Come. Okay.
and then you can buy at volume discounts.
Oh, that's interesting.
So why is it more profitable? Because the LTV is higher.
Right.
When a
That's-
business buys something, it's not on after-tax income. They
Right.
buy it on business expense. It's to
Okay.
reduce tax, right?
Right.
So like the volume's going to be stronger.
Okay, makes sense.
I
So
send
they
something to
go
your
by
office
scale.
every
Right.
single, yeah.
Right. Okay. Understand.
Amazon is like the very bottom of funnel traffic.
Okay.
So like Google search is bottom of funnel, right? But Amazon is bottom of funnel plus because there's a review system. Usually conversion rate on a product page is much stronger
because trust is very high.
because trust is very high.
Okay.
Yeah, a Google CPC can be a sub 1%, it can be a sub 3%. On Amazon, if you have like maybe 300 plus reviews, your conversion rate on the page can be 8%. It's unheard of in the industry.
Okay.
Yep. And because it's prime 2-day shipping, and your refund is a one click.
Right.
So you don't really care if you buy, you just buy.
Right.
Yeah. So that's strong. But to be fair, if you're a new seller, difficult to get momentum because to get to 300 reviews, it takes effing a lot of time.
Right.
But once you hit 300, right, it's like just
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yep.
So in general means your experience on Amazon has been one of the most profitable platform for you and have one of the best selling experience?
As a new seller, no.
Oh, okay.
As a new seller, no. But I haven't got to that scale yet.
Okay.
But I have friends who sell on the Amazon platform, and it's like once you get to that 300 review mark,
Right.
yeah, it's profitable. It's profitable.
Okay.
It's
Understand.
sorry, it's better than real estate. But I mean, it takes effort to get there. Like. You can't just buy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
People don't know this. People drive traffic from a Facebook and Google, YouTube to an Amazon.
Right. So Amazon is the bottom funnel. Right. You can presume that Google and Facebook is the mid funnel.
Yeah. So the ad dollars,
Yeah.
some of them go to Amazon. Not all of them go to independent websites, right?
Okay. Right.
Also recently, Facebook partnered with Amazon. So now in the US, I don't think it's launched fully, but if I see something on Instagram, a product and whatever, I can click, and then it goes to Amazon checkout. So Facebook is very. I think they're jealous that TikTok Shop is booming.
Can do right.
Because TikTok Shop is taking a transaction of every purchase right now,
Right.
and I don't know lah. Like TikTok is a very well-run company, just
Right.
FYI. So they're taking market share, and so like I think they want to partner with Amazon just because of.
Right.
And so I also think that they may both get a split of that percentage.
Okay. I mean, on an ideological front, it's two US companies teaming up to fight off the Chinese competitor.
I know the people at TikTok, they're hella smart, okay?
Okay.
And their product team, okay, talk about TikTok lah.
Okay,
Yeah, but
sure.
but they actually, I feel they are much more. They hear the customer pinpoint much better than Facebook.
Okay.
We can debate that, but I mean it's not
Okay.
public, so it's fine.
Can.
Yeah. So Google search is great.
Google, there
right?
are two, right? So yeah,
Yep.
search and YouTube. Do you run ads on YouTube?
Yep.
Okay.
YouTube is more a, believe it or not, even though it's a search engine, it's actually a very top of funnel thing. Yeah.
So
I mean,
meaning more awareness
it's more awareness.
level, not really conversion and what, right?
It's actually not very conversion.
Okay.
Because the behavior on YouTube is that I think YouTube run rate is 30 billion, right? Is it?
I believe so. Around 20 plus.
Yeah. Amazon itself, the advertising, like just on PPC, is as big as YouTube already. I think
it's bigger.
I think
It's
it's bigger.
Amazon is bigger.
Yeah. So YouTube, if you see aunties on the MRT or the train, right? They go to YouTube, right? They watch a music video or whatever, or a drama. They're not looking to buy.
Correct.
They want to skip the ad. They really want to skip the ad.
The intent is different.
The intent is completely
I
different.
completely agree.
Yep.
So, yeah.
They want to consume and learn
Correct.
something. Yeah. If you're not providing that, then you're not on YouTube, right? Yeah. So the thing is, for an advertising perspective, not very effective. The CPM can be cheap, but the intent not very there. Yeah. They're not as good as extracting monetization as a Facebook.
What about search though? Search is, the intent is there sometimes, right? So for example, I go and search cheapest trousers and then
Yes.
boom, Amazon or whatever is all there on search.
Correct.
So what's the comparison of your experience there with search?
Search can be profitable. The issue is that in English-speaking countries, the CPCs are getting unbearable.
Unbearable meaning it's skyrocketing to a large extent.
If the AOV is like 200, for example, if your CPC is like 2 to 4 or 2 to 5 USD,
Okay.
if I drive 10 clicks to the website and one doesn't convert, for example,
Right.
you already burn how much? 10 clicks.
10 clicks.
You spend 50, yeah, right?
Okay, yeah, 50.
Yeah.
Right.
Your AOV is 100.
Okay.
It's starting to get a bit
right.
unbearable.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean the search is a $200 billion business. The increase could be just because the CPC, they can just charge more on CPC. They just change something in the algorithm and make it 20% more expensive, right? It could totally be that. Yep. But I think
So you don't think it's sustainable in a way?
I won't say it's not sustainable. It's more like for English-speaking countries, I kind of see it tapping out.
Okay.
Like from the advertiser side, ROI tapping out.
Okay, meaning, so if I can contextualize it as an investor perspective, meaning, so now this X amount is the market share of the whole place, and it's getting more and more mature, right? So if I want to charge a higher price, it needs to be profitable for me as a merchant as well.
As a merchant.
So you can jack up the price as much as you want, demand supply. If it's turning unprofitable for me, I will slowly pull back my advertising and reallocate to other places.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I may not pull back, I may maintain. So the growth may not be as strong.
Okay, understand.
Yep.
Okay, so we talked about the big three already. So I think one more
A caveat, unless
Sure.
they somehow get more inventory. So now
You mean who? Google get more
Google.
inventory?
So somehow search becomes more popular, or like because some people say TikTok is taking market share. Because people are going to TikTok for opinions based, not
right.
Google. Because Google can be SEO.
Correct.
Yeah. So unless they suddenly get more inventory in the US space, more people
congregate back to Google search.
Yes.
Okay, if not, if it's a maturing business and it's slowly just tapering, then the only way for them to drive volume is drive volume or sales volume in a sense is to jack up the price. And if the price is too much, people are gonna tap out and it's a negative reinforcement cycle.
So it's maybe single digit growth,
okay,
right?
understand.
Yeah. It's not to them investor side maybe not so
good, right? Okay, get it. So now there's another thing. So after talking about big three, right, there's actually one business that I was quite interested in. So there's this I've seen a lot of growth investors very interested in Shopify. Can you give me do you know the company well? Can you give me like a 30-second, 1 minute pitch? Yeah, can you give me a 1 minute pitch on why would people want to go on Shopify rather than Amazon?
Okay. Shopify is an independent CMS, so content management system.
Okay.
So content management system can be Adobe as one, Adobe Experience Manager, a WordPress, a WooCommerce and stuff. So basically what Shopify provides is basically an independent software where you can run your own domain, run your own website, run your own store, and then you can start selling your own products basically. So why is it attractive? It's because Amazon dominates, I think, 50% of US e-commerce now, I think.
Okay.
Not everyone wants to be on Amazon because Amazon can shut you down anytime. I want control of my own data. So Westerners, Americans, very protective of their own data. That's number one. Number two is I don't want to wake up and be scared that Amazon shuts down my own advertising account one day. Right? So there's actually like real fear here, right? I bought a whole ass stock from China. I just put cash flow, everything in there, and then the money is sunk into the inventory, and then I cannot sell what.
Right.
You feel very So that's just another thing. Another thing is brand equity. So the real brands like Nike, you go to Nike.com, right? I'm not really going to Amazon to buy Nikes.
Right.
Yeah. So like for a brand equity perspective, when the PE or M&A guys come in, I want to buy a independent site. They can buy Amazon businesses, no problem. But there's inherent risk to the Amazon model. If I'm an independent site, I do 2 million per month, for example, 24 mil per year, for example, versus that on Amazon. Okay, Amazon may be more attractive in terms of more stable revenue, but it just goes to show that I've built enough brand equity to be able to sell my own site.
Okay.
Customer acquisition costs maybe a bit more, right? Because you're driving to an independent site and you're expecting people to buy when your brand is not a Nike, but it also has a premium to it, right? There is a premium that people actually want to come to your site. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So valuation multiple in terms of that. Toby Lucky is the CEO.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Yes.
So he's a German living in Canada.
Right.
Basically, his entire motto is to arm the rebels. The motto is arm the rebels. So the people who are the outliers is maybe me, I'm the outlier, right? Like you can empower people who have not a lot of resources, that bootstrap people to fund their own companies, to grow companies and stuff like that. So a Gymshark, a Kylie Cosmetics, they're all on Shopify. They own they control their destiny, they control their data.
Right.
That's the entire mission of the company now.
Right.
Yeah. From a customer perspective, I'll just let you know, Shopify is amazing. NPS
Sorry,
score.
customer. When you talk about customer, you're saying as a customer of the advertisers, right? Meaning you're employing their services, not necessarily
as a
your
merchant.
customer. Yeah,
as
a
someone
merchant.
paying them.
Right, merchant. Okay.
Yeah, I would say NPS is very high.
Okay.
I can recommend Shopify openly on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. Developer ecosystem very strong also, and merchants generally, if I'm Shopify, I would recommend you Shopify. Like you can see, right? NPS. Yeah.
Okay.
However, because they treat us so well and they are affordable, I don't know on the shareholder side. So this is a conundrum because Shopify, please don't raise prices. right? I really like your product. I really want to stick to you, and like I will never consider going to e-commerce.
Let's presume that now they raise prices.
Yeah.
So because actually if you think about it, right, a lot of these scale businesses, right, is they try to benefit everybody at the expense of shareholders. They try to scale as much as possible, and then after that, then they start to bring in. So you see Prime now it's at 140. I wouldn't be surprised to be at 300 next time or something like that, because that's how businesses are run. That's how capitalism is. So in this perspective, it's now Shopify do jack up their prices after scaling. Will you continue staying with them?
So Shopify is at $29 per month. They recently up to $39 per month.
Okay.
But if you buy a 12-month plan, it's still $29.
Okay.
So still like super affordable, right?
Right.
It's like chicken rice money.
Okay.
Yeah. If you start pricing like Adobe, I consider
How
leaving.
much is Adobe? Sorry.
Adobe is insane. Adobe they jack up prices like insane. Sorry,
But
Adobe.
I thought Adobe is $30 or $40 a month. Is it not?
No, as in their
full suite.
AEM, their full suite.
Okay,
When you
full
sell to
suite.
the enterprise,
It's crazy.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
I understand.
yeah. And
Okay.
and Adobe is they don't listen to customer pain points. Seriously, I use Adobe products and like, god damn it, man.
Okay, understand. So if you were to rank, so now let's just take these 4 companies, right? If you were to rank them in terms of customer satisfaction in your own experience, how do you rank them? Shopify first?
Yeah. Not based on whether I'll buy the stock.
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about from a customer perspective.
Okay.
Which one do you enjoy most?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give the 4 again?
Meta, Amazon, Google, and Shopify. Oh, sorry. Before that, do you have any other platforms that you mainly use as well? Do you advertise on Twitter, Etsy, whatever, Trade Desk? Most of
Very
this?
little ads, man.
Okay, so
like
this 4
crumbs,
is
like crumbs.
main.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you rank this 4?
Customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
I'll say Shopify 1.
Okay, Shopify 1,
Amazon 2.
Amazon. Google and Facebook sucks. Both same.
Facebook 3.
Facebook 3. Google the worst.
I won't say it's not. I won't say it's not happy. It's just non-existent customer service because everything is self-serve.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, so it's like I don't really need to talk to anybody. But when I do need to talk to somebody, I mean it can be difficult sometimes. But I don't often have to talk to somebody.
Okay, can. So I'll presume this is the experience and the service part, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about it. Okay, can. Then now if we move over, if you think of it from a shareholder perspective,
Okay.
which one would you rank as being the highest potential that you see will be a lot bigger in 10 years time? Like they really have a very good scale to move
Okay.
into and to grow.
Okay. Not talking about valuations at all.
No.
Just whether our
the business itself.
the business itself.
You can see like a maybe, I don't know, 3x, 5x in 10 years or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because of how they run their businesses and how they treat people.
Okay. If Shopify is in China, right? Actually would be number 1.
Okay.
The thing is, China market is a bit difficult,
Right.
to crack it. And
Right.
Yeah. But right now, I would say Amazon number 1,
Amazon number 1. Okay.
number 2 Shopify.
Okay.
I like the leadership a lot.
Right.
It's just that in terms of a risk of whether they can execute,
Continuously execute.
whether
right.
no, whether they can achieve it, a bit from a pricing perspective because I don't know whether can.
Right.
Number 2. Number 3 Facebook.
Okay.
Number 4
Number
Google.
four, Google.
Google is just a very safe company.
Right.
Yeah. And the leadership in terms of a product perspective, when they release stuff, you can see like
It's non-existent. I think the leadership is a bit non-existent. It's like
not very strong. Not
yeah,
very strong.
they don't really have something that they're there to wow people or to
Yeah.
yeah, they're not in the business of trying to wow people anymore, which I think might be a slight concern moving forward if you're really looking at it long term, unless there's some serious changes.
They acquired YouTube, so it's not them.
Yes.
But Gemini, okay, I mean,
Yeah. Why do you have Google in your portfolio when you rank as a customer?
yeah.
Both of them last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from experience and even from a growth standpoint.
Because Google total revenue, I think it's almost 2 times Facebook, right?
That one I need to check.
I think they're at 200. I think they're at 200.
Run rate.
And
per
and
year
then
lah.
and then Facebook is at 120.
Okay.
But to me, Facebook is like capping out.
Okay.
Google, for example, there's like a lot of inventory, right?
Right.
There's a lot of space to run.
Right.
Like guys, you guys got
Right.
so much space. Like,
Right.
it's just that they are maybe like monetization not as strong as say Facebook. Like they call it. It's not EPS. Like it's like revenue per, not ARPU, average revenue per user.
Yeah, ARPU lah.
Yeah.
Average revenue
The
per
ARPU, I feel like when I run Google ads, it's like not as not as hard hitting as,
Okay.
as Facebook.
Okay.
Like Facebook, they somehow really know how to extract
Right.
the people who have bought on their platform, and then they can find those people, and then they
Recycle,
can extract
extract more value,
Google,
right.
it's like you just run.
It's like you just cast a wide net, is it?
Yeah, just cast a wide net.
Okay. Yeah. But in terms of real estate wise, Google definitely trumps.
It trumps.
Do you think it trumps all 4 of them? It trumps all 4 of them, right?
like how much
in terms
space
of
they have?
Yeah, how much space?
Yeah, they have more real estate than.
Okay. It's just that in terms of the monetization,
Yes.
trying to find the intricacies.
Yes.
Do you say the ad architecture is also a bit lacking? Meaning from a back end perspective,
It's very complicated.
it's very.
I would say it's very complicated. Like compared to Facebook, it's very complicated.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Like outside of search, for example, right? Your campaigns can be very hit or miss.
Okay.
Yeah. But because the Estee Lauders of the world, for example, they don't care about conversion all the time.
Right.
They care about
Awareness.
impressions.
Yes.
Correct. So
Awareness,
like
brand
Google is
equity.
perfect for them.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you're
LVMH, this kind luxury
yeah,
brands.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Understand.
When you buy eyeballs, like super cheap.
Right.
But when you are looking for conversion, performance marketing,
Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay. Yeah. So they're all targeting different tiers or different funnels, right? Like the stage of the funnels.
To be honest, no. Actually, they want all the ad dollars. It's just that some of their machine learning algorithms not as good
Sucks,
as extracting money from the user.
Okay.
That's why I give it to Zuck lah. No matter how much shit people talk about Zuck, right? Bro, Zuck has the best monetization, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. He somehow made people like when they watch content and then they want to buy. It's like even Google not very outside of search, right? Hit or miss.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So now I wanted to go into maybe I want to go slightly into how you look at these different companies, right? If I were to reallocate again, so you have a fresh portfolio. Let's say you run 100,000, free fresh run 100k.
Free 100k, yeah.
Yeah. How much would you actually allocate it to advertising? Especially for yourself as an advertiser, as a marketer yourself. Like, what would be your perspective on this?
To be honest, if I knew non-advertising companies better, I would want to allocate a lot more. But the thing is, I don't.
You are in the advertising space.
Yeah. But like, I would love to know like, what the hell is happening in coal?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I just don't. I don't really understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if now let's restart with 100k, how would you? Okay, you must buy these 4 companies. How would you allocate?
Oh, just 4.
Yeah, from this valuation perspective, meaning taking into account the stock
this
price.
Valuation right now.
Yeah, this valuation right now. You must throw in the 100k to these 4 companies.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to see what's your decision-making process on.
Okay.
Why this one and why not that one?
Okay.
And how much and what?
At this valuation, I won't buy Facebook.
You won't buy Facebook?
Maybe buy 15%.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazon, I'll buy maybe 40, 50.
40, 50. Okay. So you left 35.
Oh, left 35. Probably Google 20.
And then 15 Shopify. So in a way, can I speculate that 15 Shopify is more of a speculative play, 15 Facebook is because it's overvalued. Amazon, you're extremely bullish. Google, safe, just there.
If Facebook was below a $500 billion market cap,
okay,
I will buy.
Okay, so it's half. Now it's
it's
1 trillion.
It's 1 much like sorry.
Right.
And Zuck, you issue a dividend.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this dividend. So he was lamenting about the dividend just now. So So this recent earnings, right? He talked about 2 things. He increased share buyback again. I think upsized to 50 billion, and then he's giving out dividend. So why are you so against Zuck giving a dividend?
Every time the company does not deploy the capital into operating expenses, as a growth investor,
It means it tapped out.
I get pissed, bro.
Okay.
This is not what I signed up for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will avoid all dividend plays until you are considerably older. Is that okay? I think that's just an investment philosophy.
Yeah, correct. It's just a personal preference.
Okay.
And like I know how much of a killer you are, Zuck. Why you give up?
Okay.
You are like 38, 40 maybe.
I think so. I think it's under. Yeah.
It's like 40. 40 is like prime, eh?
Right.
Like, does Bezos issue a dividend?
No,
Does
Amazon doesn't
still don't issue a dividend, right?
Yeah, still don't.
The guy's retired, still don't issue. I'm all in. Hey, I'm all in.
But he's been selling a lot. Oh, by the way, Amazon, Jeff has been recently selling like 10 million shares or something.
Selling and buying different, right? That's what they say, right?
Yes, different.
People sell for a reason. People buy because they.
No, people sell for many reasons. People buy for one reason. Right. Okay.
I get it. If you want to buy like a few houses, go use their money. I'm okay with the founder selling.
Selling shares. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in your perspective, do you have a thought on the VR focus of Facebook moving forward? Pouring so much money into VR and AR.
So to me, like, I don't think it'll work out. But if it works out right, you're a genius because you just enabled like 3 times more ad inventory for us. And like I know that's what they want to do.
Yes.
Because Threads is not a competitor to Twitter.
Correct.
Threads is just a big LLM model trying to collect data on the thoughts of the market.
Yes.
Because your video content on Instagram is not very insightful, so it doesn't really tell us what people think of the person posting it. But when they write on text, for example, that's what they think. So when you get the thoughts of the customer, you can market to it better. So you know what ROAS is?
Yes.
Yeah, the ROAS will be better. So Zuck, you're a genius. If you really figure it out right, every time you open, and just see ads.
Yes.
So like I don't think you pull it off, but if you pull it off right,
he'll be one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time.
You're great. You're
right.
I mean, you're already a goat. It's just more like you are more goated in my mind.
Right.
Yeah. And like I'll just spend more on your platform. Yeah.
So actually, I have one very interesting question. So you guys know that I follow Baba quite a lot. So Baba and Amazon actually, they are ships of different skins. To me, I think there are
Baba and
e-commerce
Amazon,
e-commerce players.
Okay.
But the problem is, Baba has been extremely profitable. You just look at the last 5 years, right? They've been extremely profitable.
Okay.
While Amazon, on the other hand, their ad architecture has been criminally underdeveloped, or at least they don't even really bother. They only started ramping their ads in recent few quarters. So if you track back, I think over the last Amazon's market share is like that, then Google and Facebook is like that. So they're at 30+% each, and then Amazon is downstairs.
Actually, the ad architecture has been solid, by the way.
But they haven't been ramping.
They haven't been getting people to push people to spend.
Okay, understand. So they've been pushing, so over the last few quarters, they've been growing like at least 10-20% clips in the advertising space.
Yep.
So that was actually my early thoughts. Like, why Baba can do it, why Amazon not doing it? Are they purposely not doing it, or are they intentionally holding back? Especially when the capex cycle came in, I said, just go. Confirm can come back on, like the earnings will come out, the whatever, depends on whether they want to on the profitability level only. So then, I come to think of it, I look at all the entire advertising space as just digital real estate and who owns the biggest.
Of course.
So, Baba being so profitable is because the buyer intent is there. People scroll Taobao. It's because they want to buy something. They don't scroll it just for fun.
Of course.
Because it's not social media.
Of course.
So then, I made the extrapolation and I thought Amazon will be the same.
Yep.
So I wanted to hear your investment thesis on Amazon, because I think we had an exchange online on Instagram, ironically, on Meta's platform. Then you said that you were very bullish and you were buying Amazon.
Yeah.
So what's your thesis on your?
I know the cloud business is dominant, so that one not really worried. And
but it's slowing growth, by the way, compared to Microsoft
it's slowing growth, but they're building their own chips now. And do you really think they're gonna sit idly by while Nvidia does their thing?
I get what
you think Jesse?
Yeah.
Jesse was CEO of
AWS.
AWS guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So you really think he just
No.
They got something up their sleeve. They're just not revealing it. That's number one. Then the Amazon ads, for example, is like I've seen how aggressive, even in Singapore. I mean, Singapore is probably the APAC hub. They are very aggressive in inviting me for events.
Okay.
Even in APAC, they push you to spend money on US.
Right.
So what does it tell you? The manager on the top is someone's pushing them down, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that one fantastic, because it's like they regularly invite me. Like I'm on WhatsApp with my account, an account manager or whatever. They hey, do you want to come this weekend?
Right.
Yeah. So like okay.
You mean Meta and Google doesn't do it?
They don't do anything.
Oh, is it?
They don't.
Okay, interesting.
They don't. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very funny. Like there's a big guy in it's called Steve Tan in the e-commerce space, for example, in Singapore. For example, he used to say if you spend like 100K on Facebook, for example, you used to get invited to the office.
Right.
Now you need to you spend like what, 100 mil? You don't even get invited to the office nowadays. It's like, but the fact that Amazon still does it, they care.
It speaks volumes.
It
in
speaks
terms of the
volumes.
culture,
Correct.
Right.
Correct. And also, I guess one more thing is that Amazon to me is that I don't look at it as business segments, because he's always experimenting at the side. He's burning my money. He's not giving me a dividend, but he's taking the money and then he's putting it in new inventions. That's what I appreciate about Bezos. Yeah, there's one thing, I don't know who said this, I forgot. Do you want to use the second best search engine to find information? Right. I want to find an answer in the shortest amount of time, right? That's how you provide the most value. Right. Yeah. So if you're taking over everything, efficiencies of economies of scale happen everywhere. Yeah. People love to hate on Bezos on Instagram, saying, "Oh, he's rich, he's out of touch, and whatever." Then he started becoming shirtless, and then he picks whatever. But it's like very recent, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, you talk to any customer, any US consumer, they love Amazon.
So I wanted to zoom out a little bit more onto the macro perspective. So as a big spender, right, in advertising, and then a lot of people keep talking about recession, US consumers not spending much. What's your own take on it though? Have you been, do you see any softening or any...
On the US consumer?
Yeah, US specifically.
Yeah. So I mean, I keep hearing Jamie Dimon say US consumer is amazing, savings through the roof. Jamie Dimon, I like you, but sometimes I just don't trust you.
Okay.
Sorry. I really like you though.
Okay.
US consumer, if you compare it to any market in the world, US consumer is the best consumer market in the world. Yeah. Even though if it's tapering or whatever, you compare it to a Chinese market, it's very difficult to enter, right? Yeah. So to me, like the US consumer is still strong. The reason why it's still strong is because I don't know why the Americans like to empty their bank accounts. But not only that, okay, it's a cultural thing. So if you don't live in the US, you don't understand this. I mean, I don't, but I have US friends. They are generally more open-minded to buying from brands that are not established.
Okay.
There's a big enough population that is, they're just open-minded people, right? They are, talk to a stranger on the street, they're very friendly.
Right.
And that translates to their buying behavior as well.
Right.
They're generally, they don't have to buy a SK2 or Shiseido or a Chanel. They can buy an upcoming brand, and if they resonate with their mission, the conversion rates on that are much higher. Yeah, that's why they always say if you can make it in the US, you can make it anywhere, right?
Right.
Yeah. So to me, the US consumer is still number one. You can see Germany, Spain, Italy is slowing down like crazy. I recently went to Germany as well. People are very conservative. It's not a bad thing. It's just a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
So like the culture really fits into the consumerism, into the whatever. And I don't see consumerism as a bad thing. It's like spend what you want and what you like. It's spend within your means, right?
Right.
Yeah, but if you spend more than your means, I mean,
So you don't see any signs of slowing, at least in moving into 2024?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. You can trust the US.
Right.
You can
Right.
trust them to
trust
spend,
them to save the world.
Trust them to spend money.
Spend money.
They're,
Great.
they're the leading indicator.
Okay, can. Okay, I think now moving on to the second part of the how and why do you get into it? To investing yourself?
So I was previously an accounting student in university. I'm not very good at accounting now, honestly. Actually, very bad. Sorry, very bad. I'm very bad at accounting. But like finance is, I think it's quite interesting to me. But I don't think I can be an investment banker. I'm not good enough lah. And then so in 2020 or so, I made some money, and then in 2021 I was like sitting on a lot of cash. So I was thinking like I need to deploy this cash, and I don't know why I felt a lot of urgency to deploy. It's not because of the bull run, okay? I was not feeling FOMO at all. It's just more like I was thinking they keep saying need to invest. It's a smart thing to do. It's just I didn't know how lah.
Right.
Yeah. So watching a lot of YouTube videos, knowing everything in your head is completely different from deploying it lah. So that's why I also gave the appreciation of the people who can deploy and deploy effectively. It's a skill set lah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how I got started investing, and then I can tell you I lost a lot of money, but then somehow that money also, those unrealized losses also become green now.
Right.
So I'm quite satisfied. Yeah, and also I do want to grow my account aggressively. I don't see it as like retirement. I don't want to retire. I want to work hard, and I enjoy my work. I just want to be able to tell myself it's like when I run Facebook ads, for example, in 3 days time, I usually get a sale.
Right.
So like the mindset from the business perspective is like this is what I'm conditioned to. A lot of the guys in e-com, if you talk to them also, it's like they are, I won't say impatient. It's like if I put in input, I want to see output. Yeah, so that's why when people say 3 to 5x in 3 years, it feels slow to me. So now I know, okay, that's not. it's actually very like amazing.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not looking for 100x. I'm not looking for a crypto whatever type. So I don't care about making 50x. Yeah, but I do want to grow and outperform.
Okay.
And so that's interesting to me. And I know, like you said, I know the advertising space, but I'm also have a curious mind like you. I do want to, if I can succeed in markets outside my circle of competence, like I find satisfaction in that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we like to do content. I think we like to share knowledge.
Right.
I do want to meet other smart people as well. So that's what I enjoy doing. And yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Do you have an objective though? Like, do you have an amount in mind? 5 million, 10 million, whatever million, like that.
Oh, okay.
The goal that you're working towards.
Sure. I want my equity portfolio to at least hit $1 million first lah.
Okay.
It's in a couple $100,000 but
Okay.
yeah, I want to have that first.
As the foundation for everything.
Yeah, because like what good is there to say I made 2.2 million on the trade when like I know I need to succeed on the low scale first,
Right.
and then I can succeed on the high scale. Yeah, so I want to respect the craft.
Have you tried all other types of investing styles before, like value, growth, or how do you devise this strategy yourself? Or
Yeah.
you watch a lot of YouTube videos, learn from a lot of different people.
So in 2021 when I was starting as well, to me every time I try to acquire knowledge in a new field, right, I'll buy everything. I'll just buy. I like to me like money is not really the issue lah. Like I just want speed.
Okay.
So I bought a valuation textbook.
Okay.
It's like $96.
Okay.
You want to buy a lot of stuff. And then
Do you sit through everything?
I didn't manage to complete the books.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I watch videos and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I was like Warren Buffett is the man. It's
Right,
like value
right.
investing is the shit.
Right.
I was like, yeah, but because my finance and Excel not very strong, so it didn't really work out. Or like it felt boring to me lah. Yeah. I mean, I agree with the concept. I still understand now. Okay, you need to buy it at a fair price. That's what I understand. But to me, I like it. That's why I like Amazon, because it's a growth stock that sees no limits. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'm an optimistic person because I'm in marketing.
Right.
So in marketing, it's like I have my skill set, I have this product here. If I can market it, it's to the moon, man. Like there's no limit to this.
Right.
Like it's only as how hard I work.
Right.
Yeah. So like I don't like it when they tell me, oh, this is the temp, and that's it. To me, it's like there is no temp, and then you keep experimenting, and then it's infinite temp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to the question, how did you? What's your strategy now, though, or what's your philosophy now?
Oh, my philosophy now is growth lah. So I like to, okay, I understand you need to buy profitable companies now. I like companies that have a clear mission or vision, and I don't care if it grows 30% this year or 60% this year. If in 3 years time it can grow 30%, for example, I'm actually quite happy.
Means 30% a year.
Yeah, a compound lah, obviously.
Okay, 30% a year compounded. So yeah lah. So that's why you would go under the classification that you're a growth investor that seeks companies that are in the scaling phase, no? Because you know there are different life cycles of a
course,
company, right?
of course.
So you're in the scaling phase that you're not really interested in. That's why you're very deterrent or very unhappy about Zuck giving out.
Yeah, I'm very unhappy.
Okay.
like
understand.
that, I actually want to buy a stock. It's just that
Okay,
it's against my values. Yeah.
can understand. What do you think investing is, though? Or what's your, might be a little bit philosophical, but
Sure.
yeah, what do you think investing is to you?
To me, it's like an activity.
What do you mean by activity?
It's like if I go play golf on a weekend.
It's a game.
It's an activity. Yeah.
Okay, it's an activity to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But also because if you say it in a sense that, oh, my life savings are in here, but that to me is like that's because you treat it like that.
Right.
If you treat it like a skill set, then it's a game, right? To me, it's like numbers on the screen. So in e-com, right? Because we are running online businesses, it's numbers on the screen.
Right.
So I don't treat it any differently. It's numbers on the screen. If you made $30,000 today, will you feel 60% happier? I mean, you feel
Actually,
great.
you will feel great, yeah.
You feel great.
Yeah.
But you feel great for like 2 minutes, and then you like pump your chest.
But actually, you know, when what you're saying exactly is you are desensitized to.
I'm
You're trying to detach your feelings from
completely
this game,
yeah.
and that's exactly a skill set important for investing.
Yeah.
Because you cannot feel like if your stock double, you cannot feel 100% smarter.
Yeah.
You cannot think that, oh, you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
But in fact, because if the reverse is true, if you feel 100% smarter, means that if your stock tanks 50%,
Correct.
you're still 50% stupider.
Correct.
And then it will impede your ability to make decisions because you thought that, blah, 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 because of this past incident, and then
Yep.
it will impede further decisions.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think I can feel this way in the first place, and it's different for other people,
Right.
is because like not at a young age, but like we run like advertising campaigns in the US, for example. I can spend $250K and get back $1 million, and I can do this in 30 days. So like if that's possible, right? I know I've proved to myself that that's possible.
Right.
Then this is really
Your
a game.
horizon is
My-
totally different, right?
My dopamine meter.
Yes, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Correct.
It's like this is not very. It's
Correct.
like I went skydiving already,
Right.
so like going to like ice skating is like.
Okay.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun.
Right.
It's a worthwhile endeavor, a pursuit, a skill set I want to acquire still, but it's not skydiving, right? It's like,
Okay. Got it. So okay, thanks John for coming over.
Okay.
You want to share anywhere the audiences can find you and any parting words?
Sure. Follow me on Instagram at John Pem. Then, any parting words? I think don't take yourself too seriously, man. I don't know how old you are. Chicken tells me you never with a lot of uncles.
Yeah,
but
a lot of uncles.
but-
Even people watching also a lot of uncles.
Yeah, but like I think if you can treat it like a game, it's not a life savings, because to me it's like I can always make more money. I know even though you're 50, you may seem like I'm very old, and my dad always has this limiting belief that I'm old already, whatever, I don't have enough money or whatever, but like money can always be made, right? But I spend time on a Sunday with chicken, I can never get this back, right? And I appreciate this time, right? So like remember, it's like your life, spend it well, spend it with your family, spend it with your friends, and spend it the way you want, right? Like what good is life if you don't spend it in your own way? Yeah. So like stock investing and stuff, great. Learn the skill set, network with people, share, be generous with your time and knowledge and stuff. And I think you always get 4 or 5 times fold more than what you share, because I always see it as value. If you can provide 2x amount of value into the world, you get 10x more. Yeah, like there's. I want you guys to be like abundant in your mind. wealth is abundance in your mind. It's not abundance in material possessions and stuff, because there are so many rich people who are unhappy. Yeah, abundance is oh yeah, I love this quote. Abundance is when you can wake up and you don't have any worry. That's when you know you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so to me, like, that's how I live my life, and hopefully if I meet you someday as well, then hopefully you have the same mindset as well. Yeah. So,
Right. Thanks, John, for coming on. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. I'll leave the link in the description below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you.